Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode this week. You guys, and I always say this, if you haven't read the title, we're going to be drawing Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin, also known as the Kingpin of Crime. I'm going to get started with the Renault. Hold on, yeah. A little farther away. Let me get started on this one. If you guys aren't familiar, I don't know, guys, if I'm gonna be. Don't think this is gonna be like some kind of Daredevil. We just watched. I mentioned how Daredevil is started this week. I'm not sure, but I thought it'd be fun to draw him. So pretty simple drawing. So if you guys aren't familiar with this character, I'll explain in a minute. But yeah, I'm just gonna draw. I'm just gonna start getting into it. So enjoy. And I hope you guys are drawing along with me. I hope you guys are not just watching the show, but this show really is also for people who want to draw along with me. Because I do, the reason why I do what I do, guys, is because I try to draw everything. How should I say? I try to draw everything. Step by step. You know, I do give a little bit of instruction here, like kind of free instruction. So. Anyway, without further ado, you guys aren't familiar with this character. Wilson Fisk, also known as the Kingpin of Crime of New York, is a major adversary in the Spider-Man, Punisher, mostly Daredevil. And if you're not familiar with this character, he's a crime boss who grew up basically rising up from the depths of the crime world, working his way up to eventually becoming the man who basically is responsible for a lot of crime in New York City. So I'm just gonna be drawing a close-up because the thing is, like, he's a pretty easy character, guys, to draw, guys. He's a very big guy. He doesn't have any superpowers. He's just like big and bulky. They draw him as like a like kind of like a sumo wrestler. Think of it like that, guys. So I'm just kind of getting in. I'm doing a little close-up. I like him with the cigar. We're gonna draw him with a cigar and a close-up of his and I think this is a good time, guys. And I'm not making fun of anybody, guys, but and I've said this many times, guys, that we have to learn to draw characters, and except for and this is a fat character. So I mean, he looks that's part of his strength, even though he's still according to him, his body is 300 pounds of muscle. But you know, he does have the appearance like he has a double chin. You know, of an obese person. He looks obese. He was obese as a child. That's what he was mainly made fun of, and that kind of what pushes him to be. So I'm gonna do a close up of his hand and of his face, and basically it's not much because you can draw him in any suit. His distinguished suit is like a white suit with like a purple, you know. But I'm just gonna kind of draw because I'm not gonna really focus on the suit. I just want to focus on the head because I really want to focus on the features of his face, guys, because this is more important. Because I want you guys to get some experience in drawing and some ideas on drawing different faces. So you can just draw a close-up. Like I said, when you draw a close-up like this, guys, the shoulder's a little bit above the head because the neck's down here, but since he's wearing a suit anyway, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to get like a little bit of a collared suit. But mainly I want to focus on getting his face in. So let's get some ears going. Remember, guys, I only have so much time to get a drawing in. I'm trying to cut these videos down. So remember, guys, always start with the eyes. So I'm going to do a little bit of an angry. Even though he's holding the cigar, I kind of want him to look a little angry, like maybe he just got some bad news, maybe like Spider-Man, or, you know, even the Punisher. He's dealt with hands with the Punisher, of course. I'm gonna give a little bit of an arch in his eye. Let's see, a little bit of a wrinkle in the nose, guys. Wrinkles. Don't forget, guys, when you're angry like this, your eyes and your I'm gonna give a little bit of a round shape, of course. Get his round head. So, guys, when you're drawing a face, always start with the normal face like I do, and then exaggerate a little because so he's a fat guy. I'm gonna stretch his face out, even though that's not what I originally started. So, and then I'm gonna draw his chin right here, try to make sure to distinguish that double chin. You won't see too much of his neck, guys, because of the angle, but I can kind of work it in because you won't see like that, you know, like a little what they call a gobble, like a turkey neck kind of looking going. But you know, guys, these are actually technical terms. Don't you know? I know some people in this day and age, it's hard to, you know, we don't want to offend anybody, but I mean, this is a drawing show at the end of the day, guys. So, you know, let's get a little nostril in. I'm gonna get like a little bit of a. I want a little bit of a angry look, so I'm gonna draw his mouth kind of open. I may have to stretch the face out a little bit more, but so. But see, guys, the key to anatomy, guys, is to kind of master the basics. So then you can kind of stretch a little, you know. So just draw the anatomy the way it is, the way you normally you see it. Like you draw a bald man, but if you want to have a character who's obese or who's, you know, a little bit more looking more powerful than he is, just stretch out. So take that like a reference of a fat person you've drawn or a large person, whatever, and just exaggerate a little, you know. That's all it really is, hopefully with the person's permission. But, you know, I mean, you know, you guys have to be... I used to sit in the park or, you know, I used to bring my sketch bag to the gym, guys, but not that I ever got in trouble, but I just, I stopped bringing it just in case in this day and age when all the stuff at the gyms, you know, like people started recording people in the gym, and I don't want to be the kind of creep, you know, looking like a creep, you know, with my drawing. But, you know, that I'd be careful, guys. You know, it is a day and age for someone like me. I can't just go walk into a park and start drawing people, you know. So sad to say, it's just, you know, that was a different time, guys. But, you know, maybe if you're on college, if you guys go to college, or if you're in a library, you know. But other than that, like, you know. Anyway, so just some friendly advice, guys, you know. So I'm just gonna get his eyes in, you know, a little bit. You can kind of space them a little bit apart, guys. So I'm gonna get a little bit of angry eyes going. Let's see how this turns out. Remember, guys, this is just a little. I'm gonna darken some of the eyebrows around this area because there's a little bit of a shadow right here. So I'm gonna get a little bit of the nose, add some wrinkles. Anyway, yeah, Wilson Fisk, you know, he's big adversary of Spider-Man and Punisher. He's more part of the Marvel. You gotta remember, guys. Marvel also has or has always been more of like a everyman's kind of character. That's kind of what made them popular. You know, X-Men and Spider-Man. They're not like they are. Some of them have superpowers, guys. Even Spider-Man, but Spider-Man is just like he's just a relatable character to a lot of us. You know, just he's still trying to work a normal job and balance superheroing and a girlfriend and a job. And you know, Captain America is trying to adjust to the world that he never knew, you know, that he just woke up to one day. Iron Man is trying to, you know, struggle with being Iron Man, I guess. You know, not too many of us are rich philanthropists who develop weapons and make millions on that, but, you know, they find ways to make him relatable. I mean, you know, issues with his dad and family, you know, they're not, this is the era of superheroes, guys, where superheroes were not perfect, you know? That's the difference in, like, you know, Marvel with Superman. You know, I mean, Batman was like one of the only characters that really, like, yeah, Superman's it, but you know, it's still more of a happy character. You know, so I'm gonna draw a little bit of the neck in. I think at this angle, yeah, like, you can get a little bit of the, and I'll adjust the shoulders and stuff. Probably make that a little bit bigger. So, no big deal. You probably won't see the suit and tie around here, guys, but just, you know, I mean, there's not much to really. That's why I picked this angle, guys, because I think, because, guys, remember, Marvel is all about interesting angles. Like, if you're going to draw out the Kingpin, or any character, pick the best way. Like, a heroic character needs to look heroic, guys. Well, a villain needs to look, you know, angry and mad and PO'd, and, you know, that's the... You can get a little bit of this suit here. Oh, wait, no, it's not the right angle. So, suit's coming along here. I guess this is where his tie would be. You can add a little bit of a wrinkle here. And let me get a cigar. I want to let me get. But yeah, this is just how I was trained as an artist, guys. Is that when I was you know, studying comic book art, and I still study. Obviously, I still study. You know, I was just going over some books actually. You know, always study your art books, guys, if you have any. Let's set the cigars extending a little bit more. Nothing too fancy. And since he has a bare hand, guys, no gloves or nothing like that, we're going to draw a little bit of the knuckles. So, hands always have texture, guys. Try to remember that. So, let's get his little chubby digits here. Don't forget, in any bare hands, guys, there's going to be fingernails. So, if you're drawing, don't forget to add, you know, a little fingernail here. Add some curves to the skin around here, guys, and then the knuckles, of course, add a little knuckle. And don't worry, guys, more help is coming along the way when it comes to hands, guys, because I'm fairly decent at drawing hands. I've always, you know, mastered that. But, you know, there's always room to improve. But, you know, the thing is, guys, I do recommend this, guys, because my teacher at the time recommended me to draw my own hand. That's kind of how I study the, you know, features of it, the knuckles, and then the I can't remember the name. But yeah, you know what I'm saying, the structure of the bone, the tendons, and all that stuff. So let's see. Let's give him a little bit. You can give a little bit of a curve in the suit. So here's where his suit will come, and this is where the shoulder of his suit. So if you ever guys look at suits. So okay, let's see where we're at. 10 minutes. Wilson Fisk. Yeah, guys. Yeah, let me tell you something, guys. Wilson Fisk is one of those characters, and I was just looking at this. I was watching a clip from Wakanda, not Wakanda Forever, the first Black Panther movie where Killmonger's trying to justify his actions. And you know what, guys? Like, this is one of the things that Marvel tries to teach us, that let's see this, is that our actions are not just because the world shuns us, we are still responsible for our actions. So something I've been learning recently, that, you know, you can't just keep blaming things from, you know, oh, this took me, this, you know. I mean, Spider-Man has always been that character that teaches us that, you know, with great power comes with great responsibility, and it's true. So that's one thing that Marvel, and I think Marvel forgets, that's why we like these heroes, is because a lot of us are these characters, are just everyday people, you know, and we can do great things, we can do better things, and we can help people. Yeah, that's just kind of why we like these characters, you know. You know, the bad characters often do bad things with their powers. They take, see guys, that's what the easy way is always the wrong way. If it's something's easy, then you're probably doing it wrong. I'm sorry to say, because nothing in this world is easy. You know, don't let anyone, and I deal with this with a lot of people, and a lot of people who are a lot farther ahead of me. Sometimes they just get lucky, and I'm not begrudging anybody's success, guys, but, you know, first of all, don't flaunt your success. Unless, like, people, you know, it's okay to be a source of inspiration. But, you know, if you're just going around, like, that's why I don't like guys with or people, I should say, anyone with nice cars, guys, because it doesn't impress me, you know, and then nothing to do, but they'll say you're jealous. But it's not about jealousy, guys. You know, you want to be humble about your, you know, because I promise you guys, I know, especially coming from my dad, you can lose and gain everything in an instant. 1 minute you have it all and you don't. And it's really in those moments that you turn to a villain. You know, it's when the villain is really reborn, guys. You know, when something bad happens to you, you know, and you can either become this guy who was bullied his whole life, and instead, oh, I guess I forgot to mention that, because Wilson Fisk, he's a philanthropist. Give you a little brief history. I forgot to mention that, but he's a criminal who establishes himself as a legit businessman, but really he's basically putting the money and power and influence on all the crime. You know, he's keeping the crime. It's a business, guys. Drugs, money, power, whatever. You know, whatever he's, you know, and yeah. Not only through his brute strength, but Wilson Fisk is a smart guy. He's what do they call a tactician, you know, and a planner or something like that. So he knows how to manipulate and, you know, do all that. So, and yeah, and that's what he chose to do with his power, you know. And like I said, it's up to us to decide. You want to become a Wilson Fisk? You want to be Killmonger, who blames the world for your problems? You know, you want to look at everybody with jealousy and be jealous of what they have and not realize maybe they earned it or they didn't earn it or however they did. But I'm just saying, usually people with like stuff to, like, you know, you see it on Instagram all the time, guys. You know, who what I'm trying to say, that I'm trying to lose my thought here, but like basically, guys, if something go at your own speed. You may not be successful at something, but, you know, that's kind of where you should be right now. And other people, like I said, some people have found success and gotten lucky, you know. And I say this because a lot of times people can't duplicate that kind of success, guys. It's only, and my dad tries to stress me, and I ask him all the time, like, you know, because people always try to flaunt. You see people all the time trying to flaunt their success, but most of it is really just a lot of, you know, it's just not true. It's just not, you know. Because true success, guys, is like the Marvel, like the thing about it, guys, these characters have been around since like the 30s. And it's really till like the 90s and stuff. I mean, there's always been success, but like, you know, you guys who grew up in the MCU era, you know, and now you're starting to like these characters. These characters have been around for years, and, you know, being a geek was always kind of like a, you know, girls wouldn't go out with you. You're kind of, it's mostly for guys who are, you know, kind of losers who never really, you know, read comic books and play video games. And now look at it now. And now you see girls, you see cool kids who are got like Spider-Man on their backpack, you know, and it's crazy, you know. Transformers everywhere. And this took like 70 something years, guys. So yeah, success is just built on trying and trying and trying and never quitting, guys. You know, it's just with everything going on, it's hard not to lose faith. You know, even for myself, guys. You know, I'm there, always losing faith, but always bouncing back. You know, so. But I always have a support system. You know, like I said, I always mention my dad, guys, and my dad's kind of like a philosopher in his own way. So you guys will hear me mention him a long time, a lot. So yeah, I have that. So I mean, that's just, you know, because like I said, the ideas that he talks about is stuff that's been around for years. You know, just old fashioned ideas. They never die. But like so many people are trying to like these fake get rich schemes or this or, you know, I'll tell you guys, if it's too good to be true, then it is. I can promise you that. So, and this is a good lesson for all of us. It all relates back to superheroes, because like, what will you do with your life? Will you take the easy way out? Will you, you know? And I'm not saying y'all any of you are villains. I'm sure anybody listening are not villains. You know, of course not. But still, like, you still can, you know. I mean, guys, it's getting scary out there. You know, every day, guys, I drive home and there's some person. I'd say mostly I met some guy in a jerky car, you know, a BMW or something. I don't know, but no, I've seen all kinds of cars. It's not just like the fast cars and stuff, but someone who hops who uses the side freeway. You know, you guys are the lane to get off. You know, it's because like thinking they don't have to. And I saw someone actually mention this in another video I was watching, and I was like, wow, I'm not the only one who realizes this. Like, you know, that there are people who are doing stuff like that. You know, who don't want to wait in line, who cut in line on the freeway or you know, getting off, you know, because sometimes the freeway exits get a little backed up, you know, especially coming up from traffic. And that's what I'm saying, guys. I'm not saying that person's a villain. I'm sure, you know, they're not going to go to, you know, the fireplace of the underworld, but, you know, it's just, you know, there's so many people are trying to make things harder for people, because there are people who wait patiently, you know. So it's a good example of us, you know, just being good, you know, because like being Spider-Man is always been represented by just being a good person, guys. Spider-Man was always just a good citizen, you know, doing the right thing. He was, you know, he's no different than stopping a mugging on the sidewalk. What are you gonna, you know, not do anything if someone, you know? But you just don't see that anymore. Like I promise you guys, don't ever. Whenever I've been taught not to stop on the freeway to help anybody. It used to be like if someone, because you never know these days, like it could be a trap. You guys never heard of that? My sister once had a rag tied to her car, guys. You gotta be careful. Don't ever. It's a kidnapping thing, and it scared the hell out of me when she told me that. But luckily, she just got in her car and ran and left. But so like, it's a thing where, you know, if you take the time to undo to do the knot, it's like a little rag or something like a washcloth tied to your door handle. By the time you get it off, someone comes and mugs you or whatever, I guess, or kidnaps. I guess. I mean, these are real things, guys. And I know that they're related back to superheroes, but like, you know, drawing. But this is what Wilson Fisk kind of represents, the real world of you know, while Captain America and Iron Man are fighting, you know, super villains. Spider-Man does occasionally fight like big villains, but mostly Spider-Man is a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He's stopping muggers and, you know, hopefully people who jaywalk, I guess. I don't know. But it's true, guys. I mean, this is the world they live in, you know. And this is the world we live in, and it's up to us to be those people to make it better. So anyway, that's my, you know, I hope you guys are just, you know, you'll be happier if you do the right thing. Trust me, guys. If you eat right, you know, take care of yourself, you're nice to people, you know, help an old lady with the groceries, guys. Trust me. I'm always looking up. Every time I go to the grocery store, I'm praying for some lady to help me or to ask me, you know, can you help me reach this? And I'm always in tears, like, oh my God, really? You know, I used to work in a grocery store, guys, and I love the ladies, you know, they're always so nice to you, and, you know, like, Sunny, aw. So, trust me, guys, you'll feel better inside. Let's get this little cigar in. Let's see. When you're drawing smoke, guys, try to draw a little bit of like add a little bit of I'll make it too connected. You know what I mean? So, his last finger in, and it might be long, but we don't have to do too much shadows on him. It's not really enough cross hatching to. Not really, sorry, guys, not enough cross hatching action tonight. So. But yeah, I mean, I just, you know, I don't mean to go off topic, guys, but I hope you guys take a little lesson from, you know, I'm just trying. It's not just about the artwork, guys, because this is, you know, even my man Rob Ross used to just, you know, talk about things on the show, and, you know, it wasn't just art he was talking about, just life in general. So I wanted to do a segment, guys, where I do actually talk about these topics. I just draw and then just, you know, I don't know, maybe drop some life bombs on you guys. Might have to do a separate but for now, let's get back to drawing. Anyway, guys, you don't have to draw too much with a. I'm just trying to get the rest of it. Let's get his teeth in. Remember, guys, always do the teeth. Always, depending on the angle, guys, since it's above, so you see his choppers looking a little down. So, but don't ever go for a full grimace, guys. No, we don't need that. Sometimes it's appropriate, but for the most part, you can just add in a little bit of here to show the gums and, you know, a little bit of. Now, when it comes to comic book art, guys, comic book art, you have to kind of assess it a little, you know. So anyway, let's get rid of this, save, and then we'll just add some. Remember, guys, even his big old dome, his dome right here has shine to it. So, oops, excuse me. We'll add some cross hatching to his forehead, because his forehead has shapes and stuff like that. It's think of it like a sphere, and then there is get some wrinkles. Yeah, he's kind of built like a sumo wrestler, guys, and his favorite move is the bear hug, so he'll crush you. So don't ever hug Wilson Fisk, he'll crush you. So, and he has no superpowers as far as I know. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. I mean, it's I don't want to spoil it yet, but it's okay. I mean, it was not there yet. They start off with a bang, but, you know, whatever. A little bit of we're almost done, guys. Just out on the head, because there'd be a little shine right here on the head, guys. So this is where you put the lighting. We don't need that. Because even bald heads have, definitely, guys, bald heads are shiny. That skin is very tight on the skull. So just keep that in mind. Okay, a little bit of shadows. I'm trying to turn this. Turn, Danny. Turn it. And let's see. A little bit of his chin would be down here, but collar here. I need to add some shadows too. Let's see on this. Wilson Fisk. Just add some texture. Yeah. It's not hairy arms, guys. It's just a little texture. So a little shadow on the cigar. But yeah, he's a very powerful man. So don't mess with him unless you're a Punisher and you don't give a crap, which. Little pupil in his eye. I forgot to draw that. Look like he's mad. Oh, I forgot to take the shadows in the mouth. Forgot. I've actually been brushing up on my faces, guys. Believe it or not, I've been a little down. Trying to get like more facial structures right. So that's what I'm saying is you have to practice drawing bigger faces, smaller faces, faces that climb on rocks. You guys don't know that reference, you are way too young. Anyway. But yeah, that's why I think, I think that's why I wanted to do it better, because this is what Marvel's all about, guys. Marvel's all about the right angle. Sometimes in most panels, you won't even see a character's full body, and you know, that's kind of what we want, because we know what Spider-Man looks like, you know, full on. But, you know, you're drawing him in action, guys, so that's the whole point. So Wilson Fisk, just a big bald guy, you know, a little cigar action going. So. And there we go, guys. I think that'll about do her for today. Let's sign this bad boy. By the way, I finally figured out my signature, guys. What do you think? Oh, this is going to be my signature from now on. What do you think, guys? If you want the old one, I'll do the Let's add this as well. How's that, guys? Still play with it, but yeah, I finally figured out my signature. Actually, kind of came to me, like, 'cause I've been struggling with my signature for a long time. So anyway, guys, there's our Wilson Fisk. I hope you guys enjoyed the Kingpin of crime, and watch out for him. And I hope you guys let me know in the comments if you like the show so far. There's another episode drawn, so I'm gonna be watching that. Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoy the show, and I hope you guys subscribe and share the video and subscribe, and let's keep this channel growing, guys. I had a few changes to my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed, and there's still more to come. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you get out of here. This video's been way too long, so have a good night, and later, Gators. And remember, guys, always be kind to yourselves, guys. Kind to everyone, be kind to anyone you can. That's all I ask. So anyway, later, Gators.